Welcome back, Truth Seeker. January 30th, 2018. In the NFL, Alex Smith traded from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Washington Redskins, the two teams related to Native Americans. Like I pointed out earlier this year, it was interesting how the Eagles began their season playing against these two teams. Anyway, let me show you what's up with this trade today. This is a tribute to history, and something happened that slaughtered Native Americans in Utah. Alex Smith, blonde hair, blue eyes, Utah boy. Played his college football there. Grew up in California, though. But I'm going to show you what this is all about, but let's go through this. Alex Smith is 33 years old right now. He's going to turn 34 in May. So next season when he's a Redskin, he'll be 34. It's interesting that the word Indian equals 33, getting traded from the Chiefs to the Redskins. Federal 33, Masonry 33, Secrecy 33, Order 33. I should mention the word Mandorla's 33. The shape of the football is a mandorla, also known as a vesica piscis. In baseball, just yesterday, the day before this news, the Cleveland Indians with their big red face, buck-tooth mascot, they're getting rid of the logo that they've had since 1947. Same year the MLB made its logo. But notice Cleveland as a city sums to 33 like Indian. Talked about that many times before. Alex Smith is getting traded to Washington on January 30th, 1/30. Look at Washington using the alphabetic order, 130. Further, the Redskins are in D.C. Today's date has a life lesson number of 42. D.C. equals 42. The land that's the headquarters of the federal government, as well as Freemasonry for North America. Freemason equals 42. I should mention the big G in the middle of the Freemason compass represents 42. The name Alex 42. Alex Smith getting shipped to D.C. for his 13th NFL season. It would be his 14th, but he missed 2008 with injuries. Talk about why it matters. It's his 13th in a moment. Today's date also has numerology of 49. He's going to Washington. Washington 49. NFL 49. This news just days before the Super Bowl. 49. And Alex Smith began his career as a 49er. Kind of like Joe Montana went from the 49ers to the Chiefs. Today's date also has a numerology connection to 69. And look at the name Smith. Alex Smith, D.C., Washington. You couldn't get a more perfect date. And this is what I mean. When you know the code, you see why things are done the days they are. Getting shipped to Washington on this absolutely perfect date. You know, corresponds with the name Alex Smith perfectly. And we'll get to that full name of his, Alexander Douglas Smith. Born in 84, United States of America 84, Masonry 84, Jesuit 84. So check this out. From today to his upcoming birthday is a span of 98 days. And consider this is coming at the end of the 98th NFL season, which ends with Super Bowl 52. He was on the Kansas City Chiefs, one of a few teams that have name gematria of 98. Another one is the New England Patriots. Remember, this 98th season began with the Chiefs and Patriots, two of the very few teams with 98 gematria. Another one's the Vikings. Vikings equals 98. They're hosting the Super Bowl. Another's the New Orleans Saints. Remember, Vikings and Saints was the first Monday Night Football. These are your teams with the 98 connections. There's not many. So anyway, next year is going to be the 99th NFL season. Notice that Redskins has gematria of 99, so does the word 13. It's going to be Alex Smith's 13th season, the 99th season of the NFL with the Redskins. And I've always wondered if we might see Alex Smith. The next step to this is to look at the Redskins' history, which I should have done. But I've always wondered if they're going to reward Alex Smith. He was a #1 overall pick. You know, he's had a roller coaster of a career, but it's gone upwards with time. Could we see Alex Smith do something? Perhaps once Brady is out of the league. Could Alex Smith bring a trophy to Washington, to the Redskins? Here's Alex Smith's seasons. Notice 2008, 0 games played, nothing, because he was out with an injury that year. A lot of people thought his NFL career was over at this point. You know, So here's the history piece. From the Chiefs to the Indians. Alexander Douglas Smith. His full name has gematria of 119, 119. Kind of like 11/9, like September 11th. Infamous day in Utah history, the Mountain Meadows Massacre. The bloodshed was September 11th. You know? Natives and more. And notice what's on the name, Mountain Meadows Massacre, 139, like Freemasonry. Part of the Mormon Wars, and the Mormons controlled Masonry. If you don't know, these attackers, they dressed up as Native Americans. You know, there's a lot of different accounts of this story. All sorts of people killed, but it involves Native Americans, involves white Mormons, you know, Mormons with the blonde hair, the blue eyes. Mormons, Masonry, America. You know. So we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.